One day, I went and I got in the tub, get ready to wash my butthole, and a roach. I didn't see him or her, whatever it was. I don't know. I didn't see it. And when I got in the shower and slammed the curtain, he fell down, so I hopped out. You can have the whole bathroom. I don't want to be in it no more. I will bathe in the rain. Call me a flower. You can have this bathroom, baby. I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay? Like, it was horrific. The most traumatizing moment of my life. So I was calling terminators. I was like, this stuff didn't work. And the man was like, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like, I'm gonna report whoever it was that came out there and sprayed and told you all this false information. He was like, but the kind of roaches that y'all got, they is not gonna be gone in no 3 days. He was like, try 3 months of treatment. Then they might start going away, depending on how bad the issue is. Like, he pulled out this refrigerator. Mind you, I don't think this girl has ever pulled out this refrigerator, because when he pulled out the refrigerator, it was so nasty. Like, that didn't start when I moved here. That definitely did not start when I moved here. That has been accumulating for quite some time now, at least a year. The stove, pulled that stove out, honey. It was terrible. And I told her, I was like, I had told her on more than one occasion, I was like, we need to do a deep clean. And she just kept laughing about it. And she was like, girl, the roaches be crawling on my face when I'm asleep and stuff like that. And I'm from the country. Like, she just kept laughing. Like, even when the Terminator man came, like, she was laughing. She was like, yeah, she ain't used to roaches because she from the city or whatever. Girl, if them roaches is your only best friend, just say that. Like, you could have told me that you was roommate. You don't need no roommate. You have plenty. Like, you got a whole nother family that you got to depend on you. You didn't need me. You didn't need nobody else. You just needed you and your roaches. Why you didn't set up the room for your roaches? Like, you got me coming in here invading their space. Why would you do that? That's not cool. Did you give them a 30-day notice? Like, did you let them know that you was evicting them, or did you just get the memo? Like, they didn't get the memo, baby. They didn't. She's like, yeah, like when the Terminator man was there, like, she just was laughing, talking about something. Yeah, she from the city. She a city girl. She don't know nothing. She not used to this or whatever. She be scared and running. Girl, yes, I do be scared and running, because who? Who finna be sitting up there kiki lollygagging with some roaches? This ain't that. I don't want them crawling on my face. I don't want them in my bed. That ain't my boyfriend. What? So I was like, I need to be reimbursed. And she's like, oh yeah, you gonna get your money. Woo. Now, mind you, I paid for Terminex, and I also bought bombs. We bombed it, and that did not work. Them roaches is vicious. I'm telling you, they're saying they don't die, they multiply. So true, they do not die. No matter what, unless you spray them with like Raid or Ortho or something like that, then they die. But who knows if they even really dying, because I heard they can survive like radioactive nuclear bombs and stuff like that. So come October, I'm fed up. I'm like, I'm not finna stay here. I'm going to figure out a way to move. But I want to do things the right way. I don't want her to have nothing to say against me. I don't know the type of person that she is for real. Clearly, she's not an honest person. I don't know the type of person that she is. So I was like, until I actually find somewhere to stay, I'm going to keep paying her. Now, mind you, I'm paying $1,000 for both rooms or whatever. At one point in time, she ended up losing her job. So, bills. So, on top of the roaches, there was another issue that arose. I don't know, because like I said, she ended up losing her job. So, I mean, it started way before she even lost her job. Because even when she was working, like, I would be sending her money for the rent. And every month, we would still get a late notice put on the door. Every month. From June all the way to November, we would get a late notice. And I always pay her on time. Like, I'm going to put, like, inserts of the Cash App screenshots of me paying her on time every month. However, she never would pay the rent on time. Like, she was always complaining, talk about she didn't have enough money for the light bill or the internet or whatever the case may be, because she had to pay the late fee. Not my problem. So the bills had got behind before she even had lost her job, because, and I know that because she ended up sending me screenshots of the stuff. So one day the internet went out, and I was like, what's going on? So I asked her, and she was like, oh, don't worry about it, I got it taken care of. Woo, woo, woo. So that happened twice, where the internet went out because the bill wasn't paid. So the second time the internet had went out, okay, so she went a month without working. And the month that she wasn't working, I believe that was September. It was September that she wasn't working. She had started back working in October. So she was like, you know, she was getting caught up on everything. I'm under the impression that everything has been caught up. I asked her to send me a breakdown of everything. And I assumed that everything was caught up. Except for the internet, because she was not working, and at the time my $1,000 was supposed to cover the other stuff. So she ended up paying the internet and got it taken care of. So boom, we good. So fast forward to October, the end of October, the beginning of November. The internet goes out again. Now, mind you, I told y'all I work from home. I'm hardwired. I have to be hardwired directly to the internet modem. So I'm like tripping. I'm going off on my job. I'm like, bro, y'all need to fix the VPN. Woo. This is ridiculous. Come to find out, the internet is off. So I asked her, I said, the internet off? And she was like, let me look into it. I'm going to put in a screenshot of that entire conversation. She was like, girl, something wrong. They done messed up the account. They trying to charge $200. Immediately when she said $200, I was like, late fees. She was like, don't worry about it though. I'm gonna get it taken care of. I'm gonna call them and get it taken care of. Now, before the internet went out the last time, right before I moved, cause I moved like the beginning of November. So this is the end of October, the very first week of November. Around that time, I told her, I was like, I started feeling kind of funny. I was like, I think she misusing the money. I told myself, I was like, she gotta be misusing this money, because why do we keep getting rent? Why do we keep getting late notices on the door every single month? So I told her, I said, we was standing in the living room. She was sitting in the dining room. I had my phone. I put a screenshot of that. These is numbers that I didn't pull from my butt crack. These are the numbers that she gave me. I didn't ask her to show me proof of the numbers. I just said, tell me how much rent is. Tell me how much the dryer is, because she was renting a dryer. I said, tell me how much the Wi-Fi is and how much the light bill is. And we'll just We'll get the numbers together and we'll break everything down the middle. That should help the both of us, since you're just now starting back to work. Okay, let's just split everything down the middle. That will be cheaper. So she was like, okay, yeah. And these are the numbers that she gave me right here. Okay, and that circled part is what the total I would have been sending her every month. That includes half of the rent as well as half of all the other bills. We went over these numbers together like 5 times because I'm not that good at math, and I was like, I need to make sure. And she did her calculations or whatever. She was like, yeah, that's cool or whatever. So we was splitting everything down the middle. I was sending her the amount that I just showed y'all. It was circle. I was sending her that every month to cover rent and half of all of the bills. Okay, so back to the internet getting cut off again. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of it, don't worry about it, blah blah blah. Because I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just like, why is the internet getting cut off if I just sent you money for it? And you just told me last month when I sent you money that it was caught up. You didn't say that it was still behind. So I asked her again. I was like, send me a screenshot of everything. I need to know exactly what is being, like, exactly what everything costs when it comes out. This is what she sent me. She sent me these screenshots here. Now, mind you, she kept saying the rent was changing. Out of the, let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November. Out of the 5 months of me being there, rent changed 3 times. Initially, rent was 14 something. Then it was 15. Then it went to 17. So out of a 3-month span, she's talking about some new management or whatever. Whoop. Huh? New management caused the rent to change 3 times in a matter of 5 months. Okay, something's not adding up here, sweetie. So, she talking about some. The lady at the rent office talking about something. She forgot to charge water for 2 months, so she had to, charge the rent extra or whatever. So I'm like, that don't make sense. I told her, I said, I'm not paying no extra money for a mistake that she made. If she forgot to charge rent, then that's on her. She need to go hit up Magic City and make that extra money herself. I'm not paying no extra money. I'm giving you what you told me rent was. I didn't make the mistake of not charging water. That's supposed to already be included in the rent anyways. Because where I'm at right now, they charge water too, and that's included in my monthly rent. Like, come on now. But anyway, so yeah, the roaches, the rent changing, and her not paying the bills. So I asked her, I'm just like, why didn't you give me a breakdown of everything that was behind when I sat down with you? She's talking about something, well, you knew I wasn't working, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you wasn't working, but you were still using my car to go do other stuff. Mind you, you owe me a tire because my tire got punctured while you was driving it. You so dirty, you never keep my car clean, outside or inside. You bringing roaches into my car. I never had no roaches in my car until you started driving my car. I had to get rid of roaches in my car because of her. I didn't even know roaches can get in a car. And then when I told her about it, I was like, after you drove the car, there was a roach in the car. She gonna sit there and she gonna start laughing, telling me something. I'm stuck on the fact it was a roach in the car. Girl, I'm stuck on the fact that you're laughing because you are bringing your demon spawn minion crew members into my vehicle where my baby be having to sit in the back of the seat. Like, what, girl? So yeah, like, she never would keep the car clean when she would drive. She would never put gas in it. I told her, I said, you gonna stop driving my car on E, because if anything happens to my car, you're gonna pay for it, job or not. You better go. I can't say what I want to say because, like I said, I'm trying to get monetized. But anyways, you're going to come up with my money to fix my car, period, or you're just not going to drive it. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I appreciate you looking out, so I don't want to do anything to mess it up or jeopardize it. So I'm going to make sure I put gas in it or send you the money so you can put gas, woo, 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 woo. So, roaches, inconsistent rent, not paying the bills on time, and misusing my vehicle. Girl. So I was like, let me just put in an application. I'm just gonna try to move. I'm just gonna try to move. Oh, hold on, wait, let me go back. So yeah, I said, why wouldn't you say nothing to me when we sat down and broke all this stuff down? You knew all that stuff was behind then. And she was like, well, you knew I wasn't working, but you claimed you was doing DoorDash or whatever, Uber, something, I don't know. You was delivering. So you was making money or whatever. Like, you still should have told me that all of this stuff was behind. When I asked you what the stuff was, you should have told me what the stuff was right then, including late fees, so that something could have been arranged or whatever. So she just was like, well, I didn't think that was something I had to explain since you knew I was working. Girl, who are you talking to? God don't like ugly. That's number one. Don't be malicious. So I told her, I was like, when I found out that I had got approved for the apartment, I told her, I said, this will be our last month here. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and send you money for I was like, if we are still here next month, I'm going to send you the money for that month. But after that, I'm not sending up my money or whatever. Girl, that's when all hell broke loose. She was like, you need to pay the internet. You need to do... Girl, I'm going to just show y'all what she said. She was like, basically like telling me I need to pay the internet and the light bill. Stuff that I had already been doing. She's talking about, she gonna sit up here and say I didn't send her no money for the month of November. Then why is there a Cash App transaction of me sending you money? Let's make it make sense. Are you deaf, dumb, or retarded? So she was like, the light's gonna be cut off on this day, so you need to be out by this day. Girl, who are you talking to? Go kill yourself. How about that? Because you ain't nobody mama. Girl, at this point, you talking to yourself. I was leaving her on red. I was not even No, I wasn't even leaving her on red. I was leaving her on deliver. I was not even reading the messages. Girl, at this point, go kill yourself and whoever else need to go with you, because I'm not finna sit up here and go back and forth with you. I could not be too happy. Like, I was just hoping that I was doing everything that I could to make sure that I did not bring no roaches to my new place. And I just was like, Lord, just get me out of here as swiftly as possible. My mama and them came and helped me or whatever, move all my stuff. And she gonna text me. I'm gonna put screenshots of the stuff. I'm just trying to, I know the video's already long, so that's why I'm just like, you know. So she gonna text me talking about when you leave the keys on the mantelpiece. Who are you talking to? I'm gonna leave the keys where I want to leave the keys, and I'm not leaving them on the mantelpiece. I'm gonna leave them on the counter. That's where I'm gonna leave them, because you ain't nobody mama. Who are you talking to? That's number one. You think you big and bad. You think you getting one up on somebody, but you still living with these roaches in the dark. Oh, okay. So she was like, leave both the house key and the mailbox key. Make sure you don't have no mail coming over here. Girl, first of all, the day I found out I got approved for the apartment, I started having my mail forwarded that day. I don't need no mail coming over here. What? Are you like, girl, at this point, talk to yourself. And that's exactly what she did. She was talking to herself. I wasn't even reading. I wasn't even opening her messages and responding and stuff like that. So I leave, and she texts me telling me something. She trying to be all big and bad, but telling me something, please tell me something. Yo, you need to come back right now and bring them keys. I said, girl, first of all, open your eyes and look for them keys. Them keys there. Don't nobody want them keys. Them roach-infested keys. You think I want to come back here, girl? Don't nobody want them little raggedy keys. What am I going to do with these keys? Nothing. So she said, my son, you need to bring the keys back or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Then she going to sit up there and say, and your son drawed all over the wall. I sent her them screenshots, dated. No, baby girl, my baby didn't draw on nobody walls. First of all, my baby never even had crayons or markers unsupervised. Never did he ever get a chance to draw on anybody walls. Because who? You think I'm stupid? Again, I watch too much court TV. So that's why I told y'all to pay attention to the time, the date, you know, the timestamp on them pictures of the scribble and the hole. Because I already knew. Girl, she was 38 hot. Okay, and go sit in the oven or put yourself in the refrigerator and cool off, honey. Because anybody got time for that. So, girl, blah. I told her, I said, let me tell you something, honey. You are very bitter and angry. Go be miserable by yourself. Continue to sleep in the dark with them roaches crawling through your ear. And just, y'all can be miserable together. Blocked. I don't need to know nothing else that you need to say. We're not even finna play them type of games. You are in the past. You and your minion roaches are in the past. By the grace of God, I have been at my apartment going on 2 months, and I'm very thankful to not have dealt with any roaches. And I would pray to keep it that way. Don't do that to nobody. You said they're taking my money every single month and you misusing it. You're not even doing what you're supposed to do. Rent is not being paid. None of the utilities or other bills are being paid. And then you taking advantage of the vehicle that I pay for every month. I pay the insurance on it. She was supposed to pay insurance and never paid insurance on it. She was supposed to replace my tire and never replaced the tire. Like, you just comfortable with getting over. Like, so yeah, you deserve to be looked at like you a bad person because you are. You're sick and you're nasty. Don't put nobody in no situation like that, especially not somebody with a baby. Because who does stuff like that? But anyways, I made this video for one, to get it off my chest, just to let y'all know, because I needed content. And I know folks is messy. Y'all is messy. Y'all like mess. And y'all probably like, oh, she said she was living with roaches. Okay, yes, I was living with roaches. But it ain't because I was nasty. Because I was cleaning up all the time. And no matter how much I cleaned, the mold came back because it was mold. I got pictures of that too. No matter how much I cleaned that bathroom, I can clean that bathroom every day. That mold gonna grow back right back. No matter how much I clean. I mean, where else was my baby gonna eat? I tried to have my baby eat at the table, the kitchen table. I mean, not the kitchen table, the dining room table, but a roach was crawling on the table when he was eating. So it's like, damn, my baby can't catch a break. I want my baby to eat in peace. I don't want him picking up no roaches. Girl, he had picked up a roach one day and brought it to me. Don't you ever do that again. I will burn your fingers off. Don't be picking up no roaches. That's nasty. So it's just like, I needed to keep a watch on my baby. When he be eating, I need to see what's going on. I didn't want no roaches becoming deep on his food. Like, ask him, do he want his cornbread? No, we're not finna do that. But every time he would eat, I'm immediately cleaning up, like taking out the trash and stuff. And I even told her, I said, we need to reduce this trash. This trash can is too big. She's like, I like the trash can because it holds more. Duh, it holds more roaches. The Terminator's man even said, you need to downsize the trash can. I said, well, you need to go tell her that, because I already told this nasty girl that we need to downsize the trash can. We need a trash can with a lid. She turned up talking about something. Well, I guess I'll go buy one then. Girl, don't even worry about it. You can go lay in that trash can with that trash and them roaches, because you know you like it. Like, I was so traumatized. I was so traumatized to the point that every single night, I didn't care. I don't care if the light bill was $600, whatever. I would literally sleep with my lamp on every single. I would not sleep. Like, my baby would be sleeping and I'd be up with the lamp on and I'm looking, making sure ain't no roaches crawling on my bed, making sure ain't no roaches on me, making sure ain't no roaches on my baby, making sure ain't no roaches nowhere. I was an insomniac. Like, I was not sleeping. Like, I used to call my friends at like crazy times of the morning, like, please just talk to me because I need to take my mind off of this. Like, I can't stop thinking about these roaches. Like, some of this is funny, but some of this is like really like traumatizing. Like, I was really traumatized. Like, I did not sleep. Like, I used to call my best friend. I used to call my auntie. I used to call my mama. Like, I used to call everybody, telling them like, man, I can't. These roaches, like, that was the topic of the conversation. They was just like, bro, we don't want to keep talking about no roaches. And I'm just like, well, I don't know what else to do or what else to talk about because this is really bothering me. And I didn't want to go to nobody's house. I didn't want nobody coming over there. Because I'm just like, I always heard that roaches follow. And ever since she had been driving my car, I had started roaching her. So I was like, it's probably roaches in my car. So when I go to people's house, them roaches going to be following me. And because the roaches live in this house and I'm invading their space, when somebody comes, they going to run them out too. Because they running me out. And it just was like, girl, like my best friend had come on one time and said, best friend, don't sit on the bed because the roaches be calling on the bed. I don't want a roach to call on you because then you ain't going to come up here no more. You're going to be telling people that your best friend got roaches. And I don't have roaches. She got roaches. I just was an innocent bystander. So, girl, yeah, my best friend was like, girl, you should have known she was dirty. I could have told you she was dirty. Blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, and my baby daddy gonna say the same thing. Tell me something. I told you she was dirty when I helped you move your stuff. No, you didn't. Don't say that. You a liar. You didn't tell me that. You asked me if I was sure I wanted to move. You didn't say she was dirty. Don't move here. If you would have said she was dirty, don't move here, I would have asked you like, why you say that? And then I would have taken it into consideration. You didn't say that. Don't lie. You probably should have saved me some time and money and traumatization. Cause now I gotta seek therapy.